Well, I almost got scammed. Let me tell you about it. So yesterday, I sold 3 polo shirts, and apparently it turned out to be a scam. So I've never had this happen before. I actually ended up having to get a hold of eBay for the first time. So that was kind of new to me. I've been selling for a while, but I've never actually had to contact eBay for anything. So that was kind of new. But the reason I kind of knew it was a scam, and I should have known better. So let me rewind back. When I made the sale, I didn't really think much of it. I knew I sell things that are different sizes all the time. But what kind of threw me off was this person ordered XL, large, and medium Polo Ralph Lauren. Just long button downs. Didn't really think much of it. Maybe, it's for family members. But when I so it came in roughly around like 8 o'clock. I waited a couple hours and I went ahead, and I hadn't gone to the post office yet, so I went ahead and shipped it. Well, when I went to ship it, everything was fine. I shipped it, and I looked at the address, and I decided to Google it. From time to time, I Googled the address, and this address was for a salon in Florida. So, I don't know. That was another red flag. So, different sizes of shirts, going to a business, which is not that out of the ordinary, but for a salon, that's kind of weird. But this person also, the biggest red flag, I guess, for me was this was a brand new buyer. So I'm not afraid to, sell stuff to a brand new buyer. I've actually never had a problem with it because everyone's got to start somewhere. So it never seems like it's too big of an issue to sell to a brand new buyer. I think there is a way you can, they have to be on eBay for a certain amount of time, and then you can sell. I think you can set that up in your settings. I have not tried that before, but I believe you can do that. So, but yeah, so going back to that, I kind of parked a little bit crooked, but going back to that, I had to stop and get me a Red Bull. I bet my hand looks huge. Kind of a random thought. So, back to what I was talking about. So there were plenty of red flags all over the place. But one of the biggest red flags, along with just all the ones I mentioned, was there's another seller or YouTuber, K-Way Shop. A lot of people watching this video probably already know who he is, but he posted something on Facebook. So when he posted this, I went ahead and replied to the comment, and I was like, hey, by chance, was their name this? Because he had 16 shirts to sell to this person. And I was like, man, that's crazy. And then he said it canceled, and I was like, that's weird. But he got his canceled like almost immediately. But so that kind of triggered my thought of like, well, I'm gonna check my email. So I checked my email, and sure enough, I get a email from eBay, and it says that due to suspicion activity, this eBay buyer has been kind of blocked, pretty much, or removed. So I was like, okay, well, it said it canceled the order. Well, it didn't. So I had to go in and cancel the order. Well, before I canceled it, I reached out to eBay. First, I was like, all right, well, how do I reach out to eBay? I went on eBay, went to contact. It just gives you all these AI assists. That does not help me at all. Well, then I remember in one of the groups I'm in, they talked about like, hey, reach out to their Facebook message. So if you go to eBay on Facebook and message them, they aren't the fastest, but they will get back to you and help you out with what you need. So I reached out to them after I read the email, which it did also say, like, hey, if you've already shipped, which I've already shipped at this point, and I was like, okay, great. So I went up to the post office and to retrieve this package, which they know me, they're really nice people. He found the package and got it back to me. Well, he marked it as delivered. And I'm like, great, so now I'm out of the shipping. Well, 6 shirts from where I'm at in Oklahoma to Florida cost me like $9 and some change. So I'm like, great, am I out the $9? Well, I went ahead and asked eBay when I was talking to them on Facebook if I can get reimbursed for that, because I wasn't the one that canceled it, and they're the one that kind of led a suspicious activity. I mean, eBay does a great job and everything. But they said, yeah, after, we were talking back and forth for probably about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half, 2. They let me know, like, hey, go ahead and cancel the order. They said, use the reason problem with buyer's address so it doesn't ding your account. So I want to specify that. They said, put for the reason of cancellation, problem with buyer's address so it doesn't ding your account. So that's what I did. So I did that, and they also said, all right, we got everything processed. We will also refund you the shipping you paid, and it should take about 7 business days. So I was like, great, that's awesome. They said you can go ahead and relist. Everything should be good, right? Well, that's what I thought. Well, so today, this is the next day, I went to try to relist, and none of the listings are found. They all were like corrupted files. I've tried relisting, I've tried sell similar off of them. None of them work. I just get an error message. And I reached back out to eBay today, and I said, hey, this is what's going on. It's not letting me relist. It's not letting me do sell similar. I've tried on the computer. I've tried on my phone. Nothing's working. They said to try something else. I was like, I've already done that. And they said, well, it sounds like it's a corrupt file. Hopefully you have the pictures to back it up. I'm like, I do not. Usually when I'm done with the pictures, I delete them and they're gone. So I have the box. I have all the polos. So unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to take the pictures of them and relist them again. So luckily it's only 6. If I was K-Way Shop 16, that would kind of probably annoy me, honestly. But luckily I don't have to do 16. I just have 6. They're all just polos, so I'll just snap the pictures of them, bag them up with new SKU numbers, and act like they're brand new listings pretty much. So but that's kind of my story, that how I almost got scammed, because I sold these shirts, I shipped them, and I had to go up to the post office to retrieve the package back, which also I was on a time crunch because it's parent-teacher conference the same day. We had to be at the school at 4 o'clock, and this is at like 3:05 when I'm thinking all this. We didn't get to the post office till 3:10. He spent another like 20 minutes searching back there, and of course apparently he was on the very bottom, and I told him how much I appreciate him. Like, that's one thing, always treat your you can go ahead, person. No, okay, go ahead. That's one thing, always treat your post office workers with kindness and respect, and talk with them. They'll definitely help you out. Try to be as friendly as you can. This business is a lot about communication with people, and it's important. So, but if you made it this far, I appreciate you, and if you could give this thing a thumbs up, And in the comments below, have you been scammed before? Tell me about a time you've been scammed or almost got scammed. So I appreciate you guys. Subscribe if you could or would like to, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.